You mentioned that the king was something that was attributed. Was it to the burger competition?
Yeah. That's how the whole king came along. Was I did the Salt Lake City Weekly had a Burger Week challenge, and they did it 4 years in a row. And what happened is I won it the first year. I'll give you the long story. Salt Lake City Weekly does the Burger Week challenge. Me and the buddy are sitting there. His mom worked at City Weekly, and we look at this contest that they're doing, and I'm like, dude, this contest's kind of like set up for either nobody's going to win it or one person is going to win all the prizes. And after talking more, I'm like, screw it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to win all the prizes. The Burger Week challenge was they had a monopoly board in City Weekly, and they had about 32 different restaurants and bars locally that you had to go to and get a burger at, and they'd stamp your board, but you only had like 2 weeks to do it. So they didn't necessarily, there weren't really a lot more rules on that, like you had to eat them, like had to eat the whole thing or just try it. And so the first year I went and did it, and I'd try all the burgers. I wouldn't necessarily, I'd half them with friends and stuff. But then I'd always take photos and stuff, and people would ask my opinion on burgers. Well, they did it a second year. So I do it the second year. I won the first year. Second year, I do it again. People start following me more for it. And that's kind of when, during the second year, I started dressing up a little bit. Or what it was is the final burger, I dressed up. And I'm like, I'm going to win this 2 years in a row. Here we go. And people just loved that. They're like, oh my gosh, you're the Burger King Gutz, And so then the third year came around, and I just dressed like the king and went to every restaurant and I filmed eating every burger. Like, it turned into a marathon. Like I say, you had to go to about 30 places in about 2 weeks. So it was an average of about 4 burgers a day.
Wow.
Which it stacks up. It stacks up on the inside.
Yeah.
By the third year, I was doing the full-blown king thing, and the restaurants would be like, oh, the king's here. I'd show up, and they'd be expecting me, and went on a fourth year, same thing. And then fourth year, then City Weekly really kind of backed it, and they were like, where's Gutz going next? I just crushed it every year and became the king. And I was kind of hoping that City Weekly would make it more like, by that fourth year, I was like, I've had enough burgers. I love them, but it's really a workout doing this contest. And
how many of them, 4 years in, how many of them were different?
It was almost same? Half and half.
Okay.
Like each year, there'd be about half of them would be new, and about half would be the ones that are local, been there forever establishments. And the thing was it was funny. Like, I'd go to, and I had to pay for all the burgers too.
Oh,
That's
wow.
the other thing. So like
that adds up
real fast. I was spending probably just for the contest $500-600 just doing burgers in that 2 weeks.
Sheesh.
Because the funny thing is, you'd go to some places and they'd be like, oh, order whatever burger you want, and I'd be like, perfect, I just want your smallest, like, regular cheeseburger, and that'd be fine. But then you'd go to some places where they wanted to throw everything on the kitchen on the burger, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go. And then charge me $22 for it.
Well, I'm sure, knowing that you're going to be reporting or saying something about their burger, I'm sure they want to give you the best.
Exactly.
And just asking for a damn cheeseburger is probably not their best.
Exactly. Yeah. So I totally understand it. Yeah. But all the burgers were great, and it was such a great experience. And they quit doing that. I don't know if they quit doing that because I just won it every year, or it was also 2020. So there were no places open to do the fifth year. I definitely like them to fire it back up and go again,
You mentioned the fourth year you were hoping of something different. What were you hoping for?
Oh, yeah. No, I was hoping on the fourth year they'd use me more of like a mascot and a spokesman for the thing, and I could have gone to and like been like, oh, I'm at this location tonight. Come see the Burger King, have a burger with the king, just for the fact that I didn't want to eat 35 burgers again, you know. But I still wanted to be a part of the program and still wanted to. What I was also thinking, I wanted to get more people involved because, yes, I won it 4 years, but there honestly wasn't a lot of people that even tried because they did make it such a contest that was like pretty much unattainable. Like, it's not just eating the 4 burgers a day, it's driving to all those locations. Like I say, it's paying for all those burgers, you know, so it wasn't just the eating the burgers that made it a difficult challenge.
Well, I think City Weekly, there still is an opportunity. The Burger King might have a Burger Queen, you know, or the Burger Prince, you know, like whatever it is, you know.
Exactly.
Well, out of all those places, can you give me maybe 5 that are must go get a burger locations?
Absolute. Well, I was going to say the Garage is a good one, but it's got my absolute favorite though, and a standby. And there's several different reasons why I say it's just going to be Apollo Burger. Definitely Apollo over Crown. If you're a Utah person, you know there's a battle between Crown and Apollo.
Yes, there is.
I enjoy Apollo because it's always consistent. Their vegetables are always fresh. The burger's cooked great. So the Athenian from Apollo Burger is my favorite. But some other good ones, like I said, you had the Garage. Gracie's puts a good garlic burger down. Green Pig has good food. The guys that own Piper Down, they've got both Piper Down and is it Ice House, I believe it's called? Maybe this, Ice House. Yep. They've got some great burgers over there.
I haven't tried their German brats because Ice House is more German themed.
Yep.
I would love to try that, but man, Piper Down fish and chips.
Oh yeah,
it's not a burger, but
yeah, no, that's the thing. Like that's why I say both those places, their management has them locked in on their food. They've got some good food over there.
Man, I'm surprised they didn't take more advantage of it. But I think it also opens you up to have a good opportunity to create your own thing. You know?
Oh, absolutely. That's what I've wanted to do, and it's just I've got so many things on the plate. You've got to kind of take what you get. But I have been wanting to go do burger reviews at places, and especially since I do a lot of traveling with Pit Viper, I've wanted to do them, you know, in some of these cities, other cities that I've been to. But it's, you know, it's just one of those things. I got to sit down and get it done. But no, that's definitely a want that I want to do is just do King Gutz's burger reviews and go in and eat a burger and make people laugh, you know.
I need you to stun the Burger King mascot. I need you to hit him with a stunner.
I'd love to. I'd love to. Boom. You know he got it.